Mason Miller to the San Diego Padres. AJ Preller, you son of a gun. You did it again. And JP Sears, who actually has high upside as a starter. He's been up and down with the A's, and you're pitching in a very difficult ballpark, and the guys let up a bunch of homers, but has good stuff. So it's Mason Miller and JP Sears. 4.5 years of control of Mason Miller. You get this run, and then 4 more years after this. The package is led by Leo DeVries on the other side. He's a consensus top 10 prospect in the sport, if not top 5 switch hitting shortstop. But you got Mason Miller to a super bullpen already. I mean, Robert Suarez might get traded. He might not. Here's Alden Gonzalez with this tweet. So Sears and Miller frees them up if they want to trade Robert Suarez and or Dylan Cease to replenish some of their farm system and also probably trade for a lesser starter. They still need to add at least one bat too. I agree. They definitely should be adding a bat here. Were you surprised to see this on any level? For me, the least surprising part is AJ Preller swinging a massive deal for a big name. But what about on the A side?
The A side, I get it because they got some huge prospects back, especially DeVries.
DeVries, yep.
No, everyone says this guy is a super prospect. So a top 10 prospect in all of baseball. This is one of those moves that now, like Alden Gonzalez said, though, they can now trade Cease and they can trade Suarez, and they have their closer and they have a starter that's under control. So this makes a ton of sense for the Padres, and they save money. So now they can make other moves. I don't think the Padres are done. Look for maybe, heard it here first, maybe the Crone Zone to get moved if they can.
Really?
Cease to get moved. I don't know.
I haven't heard that name at all.
Making some money. Huh?
I haven't heard his name at all.
Well,
Cronenworth?
But maybe. Just saying, I'm just trying to think of people. They're not moving Bogarts. They're not moving Machado, not moving Tatis, not moving Arise. They need a catcher somewhere if they can find one. But I don't know. The easiest piece I would think they have is obviously Cease, Suarez, and Crone Zone position player-wise.
Okay.
No more Jumbo Jacks for Don Orsillo if that happens, though.
What's the...
Because every time he goes, welcome to the Crone Zone, it was sponsored by Jack. And so it'd be like free Jumbo Jacks for everybody in attendance.
They'd have to move it to whatever team he goes to. But, I mean, whew. How about
a great move for the
bullpen?
Padres. It's a great move for and the A's. The A's aren't winning this year. They're building for the future like they always seem to be. But when they get to Las Vegas,
it's still tough for A's fans because they really loved Mason Miller.
Yes.
The bullpen now for the Padres, Kratz, is full of high leverage relievers. Circle of trust for postseason. And you got to get there, but they're in a good position. I mean, you've got Mason Miller, Robert Suarez if he stays, Jason Adam, who they picked up last year. Adrian Morejones had a fantastic season. Jeremiah Estrada is nasty. I mean, that's 5 guys that you could make a case for closing out games, for pitching high leverage 7, 8, 9 in games. They have 5 of them.
They said screw it. We don't need a starter. And then they picked up JP Sears, but they said screw it. These games are only going to be 4 innings long. I mean, you're talking about 5 dudes, bullpens that have 3 elite guys. One of them goes like, an inning and 2/3. You can figure it out. You can super shorten games. They have almost completely eliminated games. They're like, you know what? We didn't hit off the Dodgers bullpen last year in the playoffs, and it cost us the World Series. So here we go. This is what we're going to do.
Freddie Fermin, to me, is a good player. And who's going to catch now for the Royals? Because Salvador Perez can't catch every day anymore. And Freddie Fermin was a really nice piece to have that you can throw back there 3-4 times a week, and he does a nice job. He's not the biggest offensive guy in the world, but I think Freddie Fermin could be a really good player. I just don't, from the Royals standpoint, I don't know that I get this one as much as from the Padres standpoint.
I'm not going to act like I know the Royals minor league catching situation, but maybe there's someone else.
Okay, I don't know. Kratz, your thoughts?
I don't know their catching situation, but I think those arms that they got are huge. And I think maybe they feel like they want Salvi back there more in these last few years of his contract. I don't know. I mean,
he's not going anywhere, guys.
He's Salvi?
Yeah, he's retiring a Royal.
We didn't say that he was going anywhere, but he just can't catch every day anymore. He hasn't been able to for a long time, and for me, was the perfect compliment to him.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you look at, for me, defensively, I think is one of the best.
Woof.
I don't know what the numbers say, but I think watching him, he's one of the best. right?
Yes.
And then offensively, whatever he brings, and he's gotten some big hits over the last couple of years, especially last year. He got a bunch of big hits for him. I know his numbers don't say that, but he didn't get a ton. But I think to me, well, then Brandon said 3 of the top 6 prospects are catchers for the Royals in the Royals system.
There you go.
So there you go.
They like some of their catcher prospects better. And for me, yeah, I mean, his bat's been okay. He's like 81 OPS plus this year, and career's close to 100, so he's about a league average bat-ish.
But for a catcher,
that's good.
Yeah.
Above average.
Yeah, I mean, doesn't hit the ball hard. That whole deal when you start looking at peripheral numbers for him, they don't pop off the page. And the Royals are probably like, hey, we have some guys who could be above average offensive performers behind him. So let's deal from a position of strength. And for the Padres, they're trying to win right now. How has the catcher position gone for them?
It's been bad.
So they'll pay a little.
Yeah, I agree.
And
I get, Kolek and Berger are both starters, I guess. I mean, I remember more of the bullpen, but they're starters, so they're 2 starting pitchers for the Royals who, look at their Waka, Lugo, Bubic when he comes back, Reagans when he comes back. They're building some good depth.
There are no Padres prospects left. The Padres have nobody to play their minor league games.
They traded their whole farm system today, and I love it.
I love it.
Because they just had a draft where they signed 20 other ones. They just restock.
Good stuff from Robert Murray covering this team, and Ken Rosenthal, Robert Murray on the Ryan O'Hearn pickup. And then Ken reports A.J. Preller never stops and gives credit to Robert for nailing this one. Source confirms the Pods are acquiring O'Hearn and Ramón Laureano from the Orioles. The Padres land Will Wagner, Billy Wagner's son, from the Blue Jays. But some people are like, does this mean they have something else up their sleeve?
Where's Will Wagner at?
He's on the Blue Jays.
Oh.
I'm saying, does this mean Will Wagner is replacing somebody else on the big league roster?
Who the heck knows? I've given up trying to
You can't trade the Crone Zone. You can trade anybody, but you can't trade the Crone Zone. Don Orzel said it.
Could happen.
FP Santangelo, by the way, just said the Padres have canceled the rest of their minor league season because they have no players left.
So good. The Padres minor league jokes are epic. Epic right now.
But you know what? If they make the World Series, they don't care. Right, Krause? They don't care. Nobody cares. Preller don't care. Nobody cares. Dude, that place is going to be electric, bro. Petco, it already was unbelievable. Crazy.
Sold out the rest of the year.
Oh, my God.
The Padres.
They're gonna set their attendance record
50 more times. They said it every game last year. Like every game was a new one.
What they do is standing room only increases by 1 every day.
You think you're joking? You ain't.
Hey, set records. I would do the same thing.
They got people on top of each other's shoulders. It's a club there. They're gonna have 20. They're gonna petition to the league, see if they can have 27 guys on their active roster. They're just gonna be like, this be running dudes through the options.
Ryan O'Hearn hit a friggin' tank yesterday. Mm-hmm. Some big boy pop. He's an all-star. Now he joins the Padres party, which up until the last few days had been a problem. The offense.
Yeah, well, Laureano slots into left field for him, and O'Hearn can slot into DH.
Boom.
And they got a catcher, and they got a stud closer, and they got another starter, and they gave up prospects, but prospects, schmospects, whatever.
Yeah, and we're all still looking around like, are they going to do something else?
Yeah. Oh, they are. No.
Still?
When Kyle Glaser came on, it's like, I think they're done. No chance they're done. They're gonna come up with something else. 2 minutes from now, it's gonna be like breaking news: Padres trade Don Diego to Boston for.
Well, like, what else do they need to do at this point?
Restock their farm system.
Nestor Cortez goes to the Padres. It's their 50th deal of the day. The Padres have to do name tags tonight, right? Or tomorrow.
Yeah.
Name tags?
We saw work for the Braves.
The Astros got Carlos Correa back to Houston to play third base, replacing the injured Isaac Paredes, who has a significant hamstring injury, and it sounds like he's done for the year. They replace him with Correa. This is a first-place team in the AL West. This is your breaking news powered by MLB 9 Innings. Let's get into it. First off, former Astro Eric Kratz, how shocked were you to see this actually go down? There has to be a lot of money moving in this one because he's got, I think, $12 million left this year from now until the rest of the season. And then I think $93 million over 3 more seasons.
Yeah, till 28. Till 28, obviously there's some team options at the end of it that after this season, doesn't look like they'll pick it up. But if somebody ever comes back from injuries, it'll be Carlos Correa. The dude works hard. I am as shocked as when I first heard that it was a possibility. Like, really? No way. I know the Astros wanted somebody because Paredes' injury was very significant. It wasn't just a tweaked hamstring. Seems like now they weren't going to have him back. But, hey, you can always use another bat if he does make it back. But this is a move that if it wasn't the Astros, I would be like, wow, why did they do this? But maybe the Astros see like a first step quickness that's going to work out for him at third base. Jeremy Pena is coming back to play short. Maybe that takes some wear and tear off of that foot. Astros were going to pick up almost all of Arenado's contract in the offseason. Are they willing to pick up almost all of this? Because I don't see the Twins saying, oh, yeah, we've got extra money. We'll pick up some of this. So it'll be interesting to see where it's at. But this is a case of water levels out. You got to think Carlos Correa is going to play better unless there's something significantly physically hampering him.
And what have we all been saying? He wanted it's his no trade clause. He wasn't going to go anywhere, but back to Houston, a place that he was down to stay with. But Houston generally doesn't lock up their guys to these really long-term deals. They've done it with a few, but not many, right? Mm-hmm. Altuve keeps getting them, but
Altuve is the one guy.
Yeah,
he's like the face, right? I just want to know the money in the prospects, because if Houston is eating all the money, then they probably didn't have to send much back, right? Now that's how it works. Like the more money Minnesota has to eat to send him there, the better prospects you usually get in return. So that's what I want to see.
They're not eating all the money. I mean, the latest, I'm trying to get it. It's all coming right now.
It's breaking as we're talking.
I'll give you a tweet, though. Like Bob Nightingale said, the eat $50 million of his contract as the Astros had desired, but still they eat a significant amount, and other major league players are involved in this mega deal.
Major league players?
Like major
Bieber?
league?
Young guys like a Chas McCormick? What are we talking about here?
We're going to find out in the next few minutes. As we're talking about it, we'll probably be able to tell you.
Carlos Correa was one hell of a player for the Astros, okay? If he can go back and be a semblance of that with the team they have now, Pena, the way he's playing, they get Alvarez back, they're pitching, and people are saying they're in on Cease and Alcantara and Kelly and all these other people. If they make another move, the Astros, as much as we loved on what the Mariners did, the Astros, don't forget, have a 5-game lead. And they know how to win in the postseason. And you have Hader and Abreu at the back end. It's still a damn good team.
The Astros, as we're talking, pick up an outfielder.
No.
I've got it from multiple. Sure. I've got it from multiple
sure
people.
Thing?
Yep.
Okay.
I think Michael Schwab broke
Don't get tricked here.
Mark Feinsand's confirming it as well, and now I'm seeing more flow through. And Brian McTaggart, Jesus Sanchez from the Marlins for Ryan Gusto.
Okay.
So they get the lefty bat that they were looking for as well, right? Because they were looking for a left-handed bat. Mm-hmm. Correa, right-handed bat. Mm-hmm. But that's a different hole that they're plugging with Paredes.
Yes.
This is Sanchez now. Jesus Sanchez in the outfield. Dana Brown's wheeling and dealing. And that's an upgrade for them in the outfields. So now in the corners, you're going to have Jesus Sanchez and Cam Smith instead of Taylor Trammell.
And the Rangers got Danny Coulombe.
Danny Coulombe.
Yeah.
Roomy.
But, okay, so let's look at this Astros lineup now. We've got Jesus Sanchez, Cam Smith in the outfields, Jacob Melton. I think that Jake Myers is coming back at some point, right? And he was great before he went down. Yep. So that's your outfield-ish, right? You've got Jordan at DH when he comes back. Mm-hmm. Good. Mm-hmm. Yainer Diaz is your catcher, him and Caratini. That's a pretty good catching combo. Christian Walker at first, super slow start. He's gotten a little better late. He's a great defender. I mean, look at their infield defense now. Pena's a Gold Glover. Christian Walker's a Gold Glover. Mm-hmm. I think
A Gold Glover.
Yeah, I mean,
Correa's a Gold Glover.
I think Correa is going to be good at third.
I think he'll be fine.
I think he'll be better at third now. He's getting older.
Fine. He's older. It's the A-Rod move.
And he's got a dart. He can sling it.
That's what I'm saying. It's going to take him a couple games probably to get used to it, but
yeah.
Interesting.
They'll platoon around a little bit at second as well, right? Dubon can play second once Pena comes back. Bryce Matthews has been playing some second. Like now you've got a mix here.
Astros, Joe Espada's got a nice team now. Not that he didn't before, but he's got a really nice team now.
They have 1 million starters coming back. I mean, if even 1 or 2 of them come back and looks good, that helps to at least fill out the regular season rotation. They're trying to get a big-name starter.
They get another big-name starter. Wow.
They have Hunter Brown and Framber Valdez already. So there's your game 1 and 2 starters for the playoffs. Pretty good. David Bednar going from the Pirates to the New York Yankees. The Yankees now have a back end of the bullpen that includes Devin Williams, who they acquired in the offseason from the Brewers. Luke Weaver, who was a star high-leverage guy for them last year and now is part of a mix with 2 other all-stars. David Bednar was one of the best relievers in baseball in 2022 and 2023. He had a 2.25 ERA. He was an all-star both seasons. He took a big step back last year, and then at the beginning of this year, it was like, what? He was demoted after 3 bad appearances to start the season. He had retired just 3 of his first 9 batters, and it was a quick hook. They sent him down. Since then, stud.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a low 2s ERA. He's a 2.37 ERA. He's towards the top of the league in strikeout percentage. The walk number's pretty low. I mean, there's a lot to like here. He throws 97. He's been a closer for years. When he's right, he's right. We spoke about him towards the top of FT today. There's pros and cons. This is a guy who got demoted this year. He's faced some heat, and he's cracked. Now he's gone down and fixed himself. You're going from the Pittsburgh Pirates, a top 3 joke in our sport right now in terms of how they're run as a franchise, and they have not been in anything in his entire career.
Mm-hmm.
He has never pitched in big moments. Now he's going to the Yankees. Do you think this will work?
Yeah.
He'll be okay?
I always tend to lean towards the side of the player can able to do it. So, yeah, I think it can work. I hope it does work for Bednar. I hope it does.
Remember the beginning of the season for Devin Williams? I'm just presenting all sides here.
There's one difference. Devin Williams has done it in the biggest. He blew 1 save last year.
But in the beginning of this year, he was off. It took him some time to get settled here. Does Bednar just move over to the Bronx and thrive? Kratz, you've played for both teams, Pirates and Yanks. What do you got?
Yes, because he's going to be in the 6th or 7th inning. You forget about those times in the game. Except right now, it's tense. I tweeted it before. The Bronx is burning. Like, it is tense there. There's a lot of stress. They don't have Superman in the lineup right now. Devin Williams gave up a dinger last night. His team bailed him out. But these are things that go through closers' lives in a regular season. And when your team is 4 games behind in first place, you're sitting there going, like, every little thing hurts in the 8th and 9th inning. I don't think they're going to put Bednar in the 8th and 9th inning right out of the gate. I think he's going to be a 6th, 7th inning guy. I think he's going to get the meat of the order the 3rd time through. I think that's where they're going to kind of feed him in and let Luke Weaver and Devin Williams continue to control that 8th and 9th inning.
Jake Bird also goes to the Yankees. Yankees bullpen over the past month has been a hot mess. So that was the goal today. Jake Bird for Rock Riggio, that's a name, and Ben Shields.
Okay.
Jake Bird's been pretty good this year.
The Yankees have done a nice job.
Yep.
Caballero just went from the Rays to the Yankees mid-game.
Did he?
Yeah.
That really happened?
Yeah. They just showed it on TV. Wheep.
Go enjoy your rain delay with your other team.
Yeah.
For Everson Pereira and a player to be named later.
Yep. Whoop. Flip-flop. So what does that do for Volpe? I guess Caballero's not really a shortstop, though.
More of a second baseman. See ya, Jazz.
He can steal a base for you.
It's
He
having
can
a
take a
decent year.
timeout.
I mean, he plays. I think he's played some short this year. No.
Yeah, when Taylor Walls wasn't playing.
Let's see. Yeah. 30 starts at shortstop.
Yeah.
19 at right field. Oh, man, he plays everywhere.
He leads the league in stolen bases, doesn't he?
Yeah, but see, I mean, without seeing much of him at shortstop, obviously, is it Volpe insurance? I mean, Anthony Volpe is really struggling to throw the baseball across the diamond right now. It's not a secret. The Yankees have acquired Camilo Doval from the Giants. This, according to Jack Curry.
They redid their whole bullpen.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's a big one. All right. You're Brian Cashman. You're looking at the bullpen
They
last
redid the whole
month.
bullpen today.
Their bullpen in the last month's like a 6+ ERA.
Oof. They just redid
I
it
want
all.
clip this. I want every Yankees fan that hates on Cashman to just go out and look at what he's done for this, how he's built this team. Go out, and I want you to type your apology on Twitter to Cashman because he reads all of them.
No, he doesn't.
Oh, wait, he doesn't. You're right.
Camilo Doval is, I mean, he was demoted at one point, lost his role last year as the closer and all that, but was having an awesome year for a Giants team that had a really strong bullpen. That wasn't the problem for them. They trade away Rodgers to the Mets yesterday. Doval was starting to get some buzz in the last 48 hours as this team crumbled. As of now, that's the big one at the finish line. So the Yankees...
Not a lot of starting pitchers.
Wait, hold on real quick. How good is the Yanks bullpen now, though? Doval. They got Jake Bird from the Rockies. They got David Bednar from the Pirates. They have Weaver. They have Williams. It's a good bullpen.
It is a good bullpen. Doval didn't strike out as many guys you think he would, though.
This year?
This year he is.
50 and 46 innings. That's not many.
Better than last year, but my exciting thing that's going to make me want to watch a Yankees game and pinstripe territory right after every game. You can watch the recap. Doval loves a walk, giving up a hit. He's got a little bit of decent high whip for, he's going to walk some guys in that tightrope in Yankee Stadium, especially being 4 games back of the Jays. It's going to get exciting. I'm here for that.
It was past midnight when the Mariners and the Diamondbacks agreed to a deal that sends Eugenio Suárez out to Seattle. The prospect return includes Tyler Locklear, who could be the long-term solution at first base for the Diamondbacks, Hunter Cranston, who's got some upside, a pitcher, and Juan Burgos as well, another right-handed pitcher prospect. There's your return on the nice, pretty FT trade graphic. So the Diamondbacks get a boatload of prospects over a week span from the Mariners, and they give up both corner infield bats, Josh Naylor and Eugenio Suárez.
Hazen and Dipoto are
buddies. I think that they were talking a few days ago, and the ask was larger for the Diamondbacks, and then they're shopping it around, and teams like the Tigers and the Cubs, and then even the Reds who gave up, the Yankees who gave up, weren't offering what they thought they were going to get. It's a nice prospect return. But if you think Eugenio Suárez is going to continue his 50-plus homer pace, it's a light return. He's a rental. This is how the position player rental market works.
Yes. I'm not going to lie. I don't know a lot about a lot of these prospects. So, I mean, cool. If they think it was worth it, I mean, cool. But, I mean, I know what Eugenio Suárez is. And I know Eugenio Suárez, when he left, we talked about it yesterday. When he left the Mariners, they weren't super happy when he left. Remember, they're like, he strikes out too much. Now they go out and get him again. So he must have been pretty good. Or they just hoping they continue to catch lightning in a bottle. But he does go from Arizona to T-Mobile. T-Mobile? Is that what it's called now? T-Mobile, where we all know the batter's eye is messed up and right-handed hitters can't hit there because the batter's eye is messed up.
Did this team win a World Series this year for the first time in franchise history? Do they have it? Do they have the sauce?
They don't have enough still.
Can I read it?
To win a World Series.
Okay, let me run it down for you just to remind everyone that's going to watch this later on, and comment below if you're watching later on if you think the Mariners have enough sauce to win a World Series. J.P. Crawford leadoff. That's your shortstop. Julio Rodriguez center field, who's playing well over the season now. He is looking like a superstar and usually gets hot towards the end of the year. Cal Raleigh's having an insane season, historically great. Randy Arozarena is playing like a superstar this year. Josh Naylor, great ad. I don't think you could have done much better. Eugenio Suárez, best bat available, best short-term rental bat available. Jorge Polanco, they have listed here as DH, having a okay year. Dominic Canzone, they have listed here in right field, and this is what they have for their lineup against right-handed pitching. And then Cole Young, the rookie, who's over at second base for them. You've got Williamson on the bench for them now, who's looked really good at third base defensively. He could replace Gino later in games. Gino could do a little DH action. So you don't think that whole mix
Here's
has
the thing.
enough
You
for
just
you?
said Julio Rodriguez is a superstar. I disagree, but that's a whole different topic. We don't have enough time because we're talking about trades. I like their lineup. I do. But why are they not winning? That's my question. Why are they not? If this team is so great, even before they got Suarez, why are they floundering at? Or I mean, they're a couple games above 500, but they're not. You know, what? There's something clearly missing.
Shane Bieber, he is a Toronto Blue Jay. This one went down this morning. They had been looking for another starter, and they land the former AL Cy Young Award winner. Good job by Toronto to get him and Sir Anthony Dominguez for their bullpen. Most fans want more up in Canada. They'd like to see at least another reliever. Here's the thing about Bieber. When he's on, he's money. But he hasn't pitched in a long time. So there is some risk there. I know that he's had some rehab outings. I think he just had his fourth one looking good. But you're asking a guy to get thrust into the middle of a playoff race in late July. It's not like a pressure thing.
It's pitched in almost 2 years. I mean, a year and a half.
2023. So it's not about if he mentally can handle it. Obviously he can. He's been a G in the league for like 10 years. But is he going to be okay coming off a major injury, command-wise?
We'll see.
There's no way to know.
He pitched the other day in Akron, and there was a bunch of scouts there, so I think he will. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. I hope he is. I like Shane Bieber.
Coin flip. This dude was a horse. Sandy Alcantara was a horse. Obviously, we have that recency bias with Sandy. Like, it took him a little while. Some guys come right off of Tommy John, and they go, never missed a beat. Or actually, I feel better than I used to because I was pitching through pain before. So I like it. I like it for the Blue Jays because I didn't really feel like they needed to definitely solidify the piece. Like, they have 3 starters for the first 3 games of the playoffs. And so it's more of get to the end of the season. Eric Lauer is still ahead of Shane Bieber right now. Max Scherzer's last outing, he's still ahead of Shane Bieber. It's a good depth piece. I don't think it would have been a good move if Shane Bieber goes to a team that's like, we need a 3rd starter for the playoffs. I don't think that would have been a good move. Not saying he can't do it and step in, but you just can't put a ton of pressure on a guy just coming off of Tommy John.
Also, the upside for Shane Bieber, if he's right from the jump, number 1 or 2 starter. He's that good from the jump.
Yeah, if he's right.
If he's right. I think, for example, if he's right. I think, for example, the Blue Jays did their homework on Sandy Alcantara and Edward Cabrera, probably called the Pirates about Mitch Keller, and they're still deciding what they want to do. No comment. But Barrios...
they said they're not moving him.
Yeah. Barrios, Gossman, Bassett. Eric Lauer's been awesome. And he's, I think, leading the charge in K per 9 for them, too. So there's swing and miss there heading into the playoffs, if you believe what he's been selling for the whole season now. And then Scherzer and Bieber, that's 6 good starters right there. That'll play. So they're done there. The question is, do they get another reliever? Because now, guys, when I'm matching up their bullpen against some of the other better bullpens in the league, they're short. For me, they're short. I know this is going to be a theme today, but there's not enough there.
Okay.
In October, good, not great. One more. Harrison Bader from the Twins to the Phillies. It's like the Phillies and Twins are friends, and they have common interests. The Phillies are buying, the Twins are selling. The Twins clearly like Philadelphia's prospect packages. Here we go, Kratz. The Phillies signed David Robertson about a week and change ago, picked up Yon Duran, who is one of the best relievers to move in this market. Obviously, Mason Miller just moved this morning, but one of the big names, and they get $2.5 years of a run with him. And now Harrison Bader to help man the outfield. And Bader's having, I think, his best offensive season. He's a little bit above league average with the bat this year. He's kind of tried to find the balance of contact, power, who am I at the plate. He's talked about that a lot. He is a fantastic defender. So what do we think? Is this the answer for them in the outfield? An outfield that has not performed well in terms of wins above replacement. The front office, proprietary metrics that look at their outfield do not like them. So are they better now?
They're better. For sure they're better. Is Harrison Bader the answer to their offensive woes? I mean, unfortunately, this is great. Like, they're upgrading what they already have. I think his OPS is 778. That would firmly put him in third place on the team's regulars for OPS. Not the outfield, the whole team. It will go Kyle Schwarber, Harper, and then Harrison Bader above Trey Turner. They haven't slugged. Is his 12 home runs enough? Is he going to hit more homers just because he's going to Citizens Bank Park? I don't think so. They had great defense in Rojas. Yeah, Johan Rojas. I'm saying so many Johans right now. But I think they can deploy him defensively. They'll be able to make that outfield, 2/3, 3 out of 3 of the outfield solid late in innings. So it's going to be a mix and match for the bullpen. But, is this the big splash Phillies fans wanted? No. Is this what Jim Bowden said? I think the Phillies are going to go crazy. This is not it. But I think it takes them out of the Lewis Robert stuff. They saw a front and center Lewis Robert for 3 games, and they said, maybe the price is wrong, Bob.
Yeah, well, Bader's having a much better season than Robert to this point. I mean, Robert's got the potential, and Mark Feinstein just put this out. He said, although the Sox have spoken to a number of teams about Robert, sources say it's more likely he stays with Chicago through the trade deadline. Idiots. The White Sox would likely pick up his $20 million option for 26 and hope for more of what they've seen over the past month. I mean,
it's always a hope with this guy. It's always a hope. Oh, we hope he stays healthy. Oh, we hope he's good. For 2 years, he hasn't. We can hope and wish and all that, but it ain't worked for 2 years now.
It's bad news for Luis Robert.
Why would we? Listen, as a White Sox fan, if you can get a prospect for him, make the other team make the $20 million decision. Your payroll is going down, 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 down. You're bringing up all these young kids, and they look great. But if you can get something for him, what, are you going to wait till the offseason and pick up his option, and then teams are going to go, well, we need to see him play well, and then you're stuck with it.
The Twins make another move. Brock Stewart, who's having a sneaky good year, moves from the Twins to the Los Angeles Dodgers. Dodgers looking to shore up their bullpen. Yep. What's not to like?
Nothing. He's having a great year, and they need bullpen help because all their bullpen guys are hurt.
Yep. 2.38 ERA, 34 innings, 41 strikeouts.
He's very normal, though. Oh, sorry. He's from Norma, Illinois. Normal.
Very normal.
He's having a great year. Really, really good year. 23, he was nasty, too. I think he got hurt at one point. But
no, listen, this guy's been good when he's been healthy. But
yeah.
Oh, no.
I don't know. I like this move for the Dodgers. It's a depth piece. It's Dodgers don't want to bring on too many people because if they start getting everybody back, they're going to have too many guys. They're going to start cannon guys. So I like this move. It's a depth piece. Yeah. Another depth piece for the Dodgers.
And they know him. He pitched for them to start his career. He was drafted by the Dodgers in 2014, and then he was part of LA from 2016 to 2019. So they bring him back. They have a type. We all know that.
Of course.
You think they care about getting rid of guys? I think the Dodgers are going to continue to stockpile. I think they're going to continue. They're just going to get so many. They're going to get everybody that they possibly can, and they'll find
but
spots.
You have a limit. You have 26 players on a roster.
They have 26 on the IL too.
Snell's coming back. Roki Sasaki sounds like he's coming back.
When?
Kopech's going to come back.
Yeah. When's Roki coming back?
I don't know, in a few weeks.
Exactly. When's he coming back?
I'm just saying, there's a long list of guys who could come back. But at the same time, they're not going to rely on that. So they're getting players like Brock Stewart to help fill out the bullpen. Hey, let's remember, how did the Dodgers win the World Series last year? There are a lot of reasons, but there's a big one that's related to this topic right now. Their bullpen was disgusting. Disgusting last year. They were doing bullpen games in October.
Yeah.
They didn't have the upside starters like they do right now. Where are we at on the Detroit Tigers? Paul Sewald, who's I think going to be back in September. Rafael Montero, who's got some swing and miss in that splitter, but generally has been terrible. He walks too many dudes. And then they also picked up Kyle Finnegan today.
Okay.
Not a lot of strikeouts.
Not a lot of strikeouts.
I think their bullpen is bottom 3 in strikeout percentage.
Yeah, they don't like strikeouts.
Why?
No.
I don't know.
What do they have against strikeouts?
Stadium's pretty tough. I mean, put the ball on the ground. They got young position player core that's making plays. Trey Sweeney at short is a better defender than Javi Baez. Javi Baez in center is a better defender. Maybe they're just getting the best that they can get.
The New York Mets at it again. They're finalizing a deal to acquire Cedric Mullins from the Baltimore Orioles. And in that deal, you've got 3 prospects: Ramon Gomez, Anthony Nunez, and Chandler Marsh. I know they're top-end guys. None of those 3 are on that list. And this is a rental. And Mullins is a free agent. On paper, statistically, this has not been a great year for him. But I'll bring up a tweet, for example, from Chelsea Janes, who covers baseball for the Post and has been on the show before. She said, a thought on Mullins: always impact and number show, clutch, often was the one who found a way when younger O's hitters were struggling, made clutch plays in the outfield as often as he did spectacular ones, offers more than meets the eye. I agree with that, and that's been a thing around the league where they're like, not sure the numbers are playing the way they should with someone like him. You know how the metrics are. I mean, I mostly go off of them, but like when I watch him in center field, he's pretty damn good out there.
I think he's a great player.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not having a great year. He had a good first half, but I don't know. Yeah, I like this for the Mets. He's going to fit in there perfectly. He's a left-handed bat. He can go play center field there. They have a right fielder. They have the left fielder. He can go. He gives Jeff McNeil a chance to not play center field. Tyrone Taylor's the other guy, right? So I like this move for the Mets. I think it makes them a better team. And for everything I've heard about Ced, he's a great guy. So kudos, Mets.
Yeah.
Enjoy, Mets.
Had some big moments. I got into
This catch
it.
yesterday was pretty good.
This catch yesterday was ridiculous. You want that in your postseason? Mets fans know Endy Chavez. You want an Endy Chavez-like play again for an October moment? This is your guy. I think this is a perfect move. This has been speculated for like 2 months, ever since the Orioles fell out of it. People are like, this is the guy that they should go get to handle center field. It's an open spot for them. It is definitely an upgrade over Tyrone Taylor. I got into it with a couple Mets fans on YouTube the other day when we were breaking them down, and they're like, it's not an upgrade. You're insane. It's an upgrade. Even just the bat. This is a down season for Cedric Mullins with the bat. 105 OPS plus. Tyrone Taylor's at 60. This is an upgrade, okay? This is a significant upgrade at that position. There were teams that needed to fill center field. They've done that. The Mets were in on Luis Robert. They weren't going to give up one of their top prospects for him. So they went back to the Orioles. They picked up Cedric Mullins. And I actually think Mullins has the higher floor. Robert could be a star or he could be a bust.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Mullins is going to go over to the Mets and fall apart? I think he's going to be at least an average player.
Mm-hmm.
And he could find it again. He's
Mm-hmm.
had some seasons where he's really jumped
Mm-hmm.
with the bat. Kratz's buddy Danny Coulombe going to the Texas Rangers, get him from the Twins. I mean, Kratz, the Twins are emptying out their entire bullpen. Griffin Jax is looking around like, I'm the only one left. Duran, gone. Brock Stewart, gone. Coulombe now, gone, who's had a great year. I mean, every team's trying to make sure that if they're a playoff contender, you get your left-handed relief pitching in line. Oh, what do you have for us on this one? And for the Rangers, doing a little buy right here. And we said, hey, what are they going to do? They're trying to figure out what they want. I mean, you can't go wrong here on adding to a strength, which has been their bullpen and their pitching staff in general.
I mean, Cody Clemens is still going to be able to pitch out of the Twins bullpen. He might have to throw tomorrow. Dudes from Rochester or St. Paul are getting called up to Minnesota as we speak. But the Rangers, listen, the Rangers are never going to be able to do as much as the Mariners or the Astros have done. Could they make big moves? Yes. I think they believe their team has just played poorly to start the season. For whatever reason, they can't hit a fastball, whatever it is. They have a stable part of their team, and it's this rotation. Think it's still the best ERA in baseball. You add to it with little pieces, and you hope that rotation with Eovaldi, with DeGrom, continue to do what they've done, and the offense actually starts to show up on a nightly basis. To me, the Rangers, little ads like this, and they've been hot. Stay hot and see if you can ride it to the playoffs.
Merril Kelly goes to the Texas Rangers. Chris Young, World Series winning executive from 2023, is buying. We like it.
Yeah. Merril Kelly, first starter to go. Now will the dam come off?
For starters?
Yes.
I think most of the long-term starters are just not going to move.
Yes,
I think the
agreed.
price is too high.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I think it's all rentals.
But this one had to move. This one had to move.
Yeah, but
he's a free agent.
Assis, Gallon. There's some rentals out there. Charlie Morton, Sagano.
But Cease is on a contender. Yeah, Gallon should move. Shigano should move.
I don't think
Kelly was a
Sagano
lot.
moves.
I think teams really like him.
I don't think Sagano moves. I think Zach Gallen moves. I think those are the three, and I don't think any of the – I just think the price is too high. Like you said, starting pitchers that are available for more years of control, teams are looking at what even a one-year rental for an entire season costs, and they're not going to make the move. Merril Kelly to the Rangers, great for him. A guy that's not afraid of contact, going to pitch in Texas, the number one toughest park to hit home runs in, bring it on. Merril Kelly's like, if I hadn't increased my free agent value, I'm doing it now.
Remember a week and a half ago when the Diamondbacks were still thinking about competing and then kind of fell apart again?
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. So they traded Eugenio Suárez, Josh Naylor, Merril Kelly, and still might trade Zach Gallen.
Mm-hmm.
This is what you do. You're in or you're out.
Mm-hmm.
And happen to have...
Or you do the hokey pokey.
Right. Which some teams
Turn it
do.
all around.
Mm-hmm.
But they happen to have guys that are free agents coming up. So this you have to do this. This isn't your year. You re-rack. This team isn't rebuilding or anything. They could be good next year.
Their first baseman, their third baseman, one of their starters. Who else? That's it right now, right?
Those are the
all
big
were
ones.
free agents
Yep.
at the end of the year.
All were free
The
agents.
only one left is Gallen.
That's the only one that should move because he's a free agent after this year. Oswald Peraza goes to the Angels. Peraza was probably going to get sent back down, so the Angels grab him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Depth piece.
Apparently, Peraza was the big piece that the Reds wanted for Luis Castillo a few years ago. And the Yankees were like, we will not give you a prospect of that caliber.
Is there anyone that's hyped more prospects than the Yankees?
No, but usually it works for them.
Ever. They hype them and people keep buying them.
All right, let's do the next one. We got another one. Oh, they're coming in hot now because this is the last 30.
There's another one?
Yeah, this one actually is real. Willi Castro to the Cubs.
Willi Castro's like, hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
Willi Castro is a Chicago Cub. He can play a number of different positions, including third at times. I mean, Matt Shaw's been raking in the second half. So they said, you know what, we're riding this. We don't need Eugenio Suárez. That was their decision.
But Willi Castro can play everywhere.
Right.
So he can give, DH sometimes for him.
Also, what you need to do as a contender is make sure that you've got extra depth. And Castro can be a starting player for
Left
you
field.
if someone gets hurt. Right, left field.
Left
But
field.
also, if someone gets hurt, Castro can fill a number of
That's what I'm
spots
saying.
for
He can
you.
play left field. He
Yeah.
naps out.
Because guess what? Starting tomorrow, you lose a player. Oh, well. Can't really replace him.
It's weird. It's so weird to me that
Isn't
that's
it?
how it is.
There's 2
got-
months
there should
left.
be another way to.
Flooded with injuries, and you can't replace the guy for 2, if not 3 months if you make a playoff run. That's just how it works. Except for the dump deadline, which was only a thing for 1 year, a couple of years ago. Still could be a thing. Angels have a lot of free agents. If they fall out of it in a month, dump deadline. We could have a dump deadline special. I loved it. They got rid of 6 guys in like 5 minutes?
Mm-hmm. Guys they had just traded for too.
Yeah.
Toledo, Lopez, all those guys. They just traded for him.
That was freaking wild. All right, so Castro goes to the Cubs. The Twins have now, this according to Dan Hayes of The Athletics, the Twins have now traded 5 players off their roster today alone, and they've traded 7 this week.
Good thing St. Paul's close. Good thing St. Paul is close.
Oh, yeah. Hey, there are going to be a lot of happy AAA players in St. Paul.
Getting that big league burn.
That's right. That's right. Dustin May to the Red Sox. That's good for a back of the rotation guy, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And when he started, just stay healthy is the whole key for him.
Yeah, I think he leads the Dodgers rotation in innings this year.
Yeah.
104 innings, 4.85 ERA. It's not been a great year for him. He's not the Dustin May that we saw when he first came up.
He's kind of gone through a lot. And the Dodgers are Dustin, you stayed healthy this year. There's got to be something wrong. We don't like guys who stay healthy. We're going to ship you out. See ya. We don't want you to rub off on any other guys.
All right, next up, the Reds get Miguel Andujar.
That's a bat.
Yeah, that is a bat.
Yeah.
They got a glove and a bat. Can you combine them? They needed another outfielder, so there you go.
He's been playing left. He used to play third.
Oh, we've got Adrian Houser moving. White Sox to the Rays. There you go. He's had a great year, Houser.
Really? So there's the Rays are acquiring Houser?
Yeah.
Does he have multiple? Does he have years? Does he have years of control left?
No, I don't think so.
No,
he signed. He interleague deal Rangers, opted out because Rangers didn't keep him up, right? And Rangers had too many good starters. White Sox pick him up late May. Great. And now he gets dealt to the Rays, who I think decided, you know what, guys? Maybe we do go for it a little bit. They didn't buy, but they didn't sell unless something changes in the next 5 minutes.
Today they're pretty good. They're pretty far out. Better.
What? They sold. They got rid of.
You're
Zach
right.
Littell.
But they traded.
Caballero giving hugs.
I know, but they didn't trade the big boys, and they backfilled. Houser replaces Littell. Fortes replaces. Who did they trade? Fortes, right? Replaced who?
Danny Jansen.
Danny Jansen. Thank you.
He just has more team control. Fortes has more team control.
The Rays. Griffin Jax is a high leverage reliever. He's got good shit.
Yeah, I know. Wow.
So what do we think about what the Rays did?
I don't know what to think of it. I'm going to need some time to digest.
You want to sit down, go move by move, look at what the roster has shifted to?
Yeah, because it's like it's kind of they're like trading away guys, but then they're bringing in guys. They're trading away. They're bringing in. That's what the Rays always do. They try to thread the needle and be good, but not be good. I don't know what the heck they're doing.
They're good at building up a bullpen.
Yeah.
Griffin Jax is really good.
I know
he's under control for 2 more seasons after this. So they definitely gave up.
But no, here's what the Rays will do. They'll use him for the rest of this year, and then they'll figure out a trade in the offseason and get more 3 guys for him.
They might. Louis Varland acquired from the Twins. So they got Varland, Sir Anthony Dominguez, and Shane Bieber. What do you think of the Blue Jays haul? Pretty good.
They need Santander to come back healthy.
Yeah. That would be the power bat addition for them, which is something they do need. But Twins have a good bullpen, or had a good bullpen.
They used to.
They had a good
So they traded
bullpen.
it all away.
Louis Varland throws 98. Also, we were just talking about Doval and his ground ball rate. This one's even better. 56% ground ball rate from Louis Varland.
Louis Varland is under team control through 2030, by the way.
Holy shit.
Here you go.
The Twins had a little situation yesterday, and they met afterwards, the front office, and they were just like, wipe it. Wipe it all. They sold high, too. You could make that case, right?
Mm-hmm.
Louis Varland has tried starting and relieving, kind of bouncing around. They're like, hey, just bullpen this year. 51 appearances, 2.02 ERA. So he'll help the Blue Jays.
Decimated.
Yeah. Charlie Morton to the Tigers. Thoughts on that one?
Good piece. Good piece for him. He can pitch. Hinch knows him well. Good piece. It's a good piece.
And he's throwing well. He's throwing very well right now.